Welcome to the college football playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, but all the drama has led up to this point, the beginning of this 12-team playoff in front of a home crowd and a raucous environment. We have a great battle for us here tonight. Two teams with championship aspirations, but trying to define the odds and take a big step closer to that national championship. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the number 8 seed in the playoff, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Elmstreet. And the playoff is here. We've got a tremendous on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this one started. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this college football playoff gets underway. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. They'll try to run it with the option. He'll toss it to the back. And the defense is there to smother him. They were all over the option play that time.
Chris, this is what I love to see from the defense is the linebackers are scraping doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the grab. Completion, that's about 9 yards. Not enough for the first, and it's fourth down.
Well, the defense plays it pretty well. Force the quarterback to make the throw in front of you as a defense. Then you square up and make the tackle. Force them to do something special after the catch. That tactic works here. Now we've got a fourth down.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. On the return, it's Lawrence. Returner tackle right there. That's where they start the drive.
And your Auburn Tigers will take over first and 10.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? On the shotgun, it's a handoff. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
A gain makes it second and medium. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball at the 44.
Chris, just think of the list of Auburn running backs. I mean, you see this guy pick up a first down, and you start to see a little bit of Bo Jackson in it. Maybe a combo. Remember those days of Cadillac Williams and Ronnie Brown when they were in that backfield? Trey Mason. Boy, so many great backs that Auburn has enjoyed, and this guy's looking good.
You set it down to the offense, first and 10. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he'll lost it to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Nice job by this defense jumping on that football to come up with the interception. And not exactly how this quarterback envisioned this game starting. His very first throw of the game, he puts into traffic, and he costs his team in a big way.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Quarterback. Play clock, and that'll cost the offense 5. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. When offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Important second down play coming up. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He's going to take off here. Cannot escape. They've got him. It'll be a short loss, a yard or two. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. The reception, that's about 7 yards, but 4th down coming up here.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that first down marker. And now we've got a decision here on 4th down.
The Buckeyes will line up to boot it away. Looking to kick it away for the second time. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession, ended in a pick. Handoff here from the shotgun. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down play coming up for this offense. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Makes a quick catch. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch, and it has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line. Because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route. And the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 now. The shotgun running play call. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down after that previous play. And he drops back in the gun. There's a shot toward the end zone. Throws it too far over everyone's head and incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. Escapes. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
Ball lands right at the 1-yard line and bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Here's the 2nd down play. We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Second down play coming up.
That's the end of the first quarter with the game score.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there. Buckeyes will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Snags the quick throw. They'll stop him short. The completion gained 5 yards, but brings up 4th down.
Great job here by the defense. 3rd down and long. You drop back in coverage, keep everything in front of you, force that quarterback to have to check the ball down, and then you rally to the football to force this 4th down. Great job here by the D.
They'll kick it away here. Oh, and he's got some space here. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. Explosive play, and the offense will set up now inside the 30-yard line. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field, and that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
Defense looking to keep the pressure on. 3rd down coming up. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Pass falls incomplete, but there's a flag. Will it keep the drive alive? Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. We're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid game for a 1st down.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards in the 1st down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. He hands it off from the gun. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. They're going to run it. Back gets the carry. Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he was able to get downfield for the 1st down.
The offense knocking on the door with a 1st and goal. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards.
Loses 7. It's now 2nd and goal.
So the ball moved back to the 12 for 2nd and goal. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
It's incomplete. It's now 3rd down.
And the offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
Boy, it's 3rd and goal, Chris, and they decide to throw for it. Nowhere to go with the football. The defense comes up with this big sack. And as an offensive coordinator, I don't think it's a bad call at all, but you got to put more pressure on this quarterback to make quicker decisions to get the ball out of his hands much quicker.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They're coming off a 3 and out, looking to produce a positive drive here. And they've got him, but there's also a flag on the play. Costly hold, nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. 1st down here for this offense. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. When they don't block the defensive end, it shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented. It shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Lets it fly to the wide out. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Not a long return, but the pick changes possession. The offense will take over at the 28.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. Had to reluctantly settle for a field goal last time out. Really want to find the end zone here. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
1st down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. The quarterback's got it on the option. Pitches to the back. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
The extra point makes it a 10-point game. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
It's not a huge game here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Now it's second down here. He'll hand it off. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down on the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
The offense will go for here on fourth down and 3. And someone moved this a bit too early, and it cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Buckeyes will bring their punt team onto the field. Bringing it back, it's Lawrence. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And it's a bunch formation. They'll hand it off. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the second and third down coming up.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen. Where's he going to go? The blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Receiver in motion now. Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
Start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. Pre-snap motion from the offense. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He'll take a deep shot. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Buckeyes. No chance to catch him.
love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Now the try here for the extra point. PAT up and good to get a little bit closer.
That makes the score Auburn 10, Ohio State 7.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Fielded in the end zone. It's King. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. Turns on the speed. Can he make it? They can't catch him. Touchdown. That is an unforgettable moment for that kick return. A touchdown in a playoff game.
Great blocking to set this return up, and of course you can see his natural instincts as a runner. Once he got through that initial surge from the coverage unit, nobody's going to stop him from scoring.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Buckeyes will kick it away to get us going in the second half. Bringing it out, it's King. And they stop him at the 11. Now good field.
11.
Right. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. Trying to build on a positive first half for this offense to see if they can stretch the lead. There's some urgency on the part of the defense to stop the bleeding here. Brought down to the 23, good enough for a first down.
Well, here's the first play to start this second half, and it's really more the same of what we saw in the first half. Really no need to make drastic changes. What you were doing in that first half gave you the lead. Just keep working on it.
Fresh set of downs for the offense, first down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34. This offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
Now they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on.
Handoff from the shotgun. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense getting set, 2nd down play here. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Everyone moves the ball across the 40.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision? Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a 3rd down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
And that run produces a decent gain.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
That's just exactly how you coach it from a defensive standpoint. You string the quarterback out to the outside, make him indecisive. By the time he makes a decision, the rest of the defense is coming in. Nice tackle for a loss.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And it's incomplete. He just dropped a little screen pass, and that's going to bring out 4th down. And the punt team now on to kick it away. Looking to flip the field here. And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Last time out, a 1-play touchdown drive through the air. Can they keep it going here? A pop pass on the jet sweep. Wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. To the air, it's Burns. He's going for a big play downfield. Makes the catch for a huge gain right near the sideline.
to the back.
This is really what separates a good running back from a great running back.
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. First and 10 now for the offense. And now the handoff. He shreds the tackle. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. That's a big hit at the end, but he earned a fresh set of downs.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays, and this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards and a first down.
That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
He's going to pull it down and run. Breaks loose in the 40. And a big gain down near the 29. They're threatening.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself, picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
Auburn getting set with a first and 10 now. Looking to pass this time. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They bring him down, and the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
Great execution here by this offense against zone coverage with a curl route. Hit that last step in your drop. You see where you want to go with it. Put it right on his shoulder for a first down.
Auburn now operating in the red zone. Here's that defense shifting again. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. Caught quickly. Brought down at the 7. The completion moves him closer to the goal line.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And the wideout goes in motion. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
No gain on the play. Third down coming up.
Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. They pick up the first on the ground. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. So the counter play doesn't work. The defense in good position that time to make a play.
You know, on most of these counters, you leave the in man on the line of scrimmage unblocked, and you try to pull those offensive linemen to kick him out. But if you have an aggressive defense, sometimes that can backfire, and the defense knew exactly what was coming there. Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. On the kickoff is hammered, sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They got into plus territory last time, but the drive ended on a fumble. They got to shake that off immediately. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there, the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Fighting off the defender. And the tackle is made on what's going to be the final play of this period.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Auburn 20, Ohio State 7.
First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Dangerous play call here after that 5-yard penalty. Offense trying to move into scoring position if they can convert 3rd and short here from the 50. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Going to try to use his legs here. So the scramble comes up short, and now this offense facing a 4th down play.
This is a nice job here by this defense on 3rd down. They take away all the options downfield, and they recognize the quarterback scramble. He almost comes up with his 1st down, but they keep him short to set up this 4th down.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Complete to the running back. Can he get 1st down yardage? He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
Well, I don't blame the offensive coordinator here. It's the right thing to do down a couple scores. They just didn't execute.
And the Auburn offense back out on the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. The shotgun handoff here.
And I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. The pocket breaking down. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
The middle linebacker is the quarterback of the defense. This time, the coordinator decides to blitz him, and it works. Good job by bringing him and getting to the quarterback.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Hey, I understand the aggressive approach here on 3rd down and long, trying to pick up the 1st down, but look at the scoreboard. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter. Smart play would have been to keep running the football, work the clock, force them to use their timeouts. Now at 4th down and long with the lead, tough decision here. I think you got to punt it away.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Here's the handoff. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. The Buckeyes looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. The receiver's got it on the jet sweep. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, the biggest thing when you run the jet sweep, you cannot afford penetration. Here the defense does a nice job almost anticipating the jet sweep is coming, and they make this offense pay for that with a significant loss.
Getting set. Here's second down. Here comes a handoff. Solid run. Tackled at the 45-yard line. Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. The tight end has got it. The first down picked up, tackled at the 45. They bring him down, but the freshman quarterback showing off the arm strength.
Hey, it's got to start somewhere. That's a nice conversion here on third down. You got a long way to go, but maybe a little momentum here. Let's see what they can do coming off that nice play.
Not much on that play. Brought down short.
In the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Makes the catch downfield. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. So here we go, fourth quarter. They cut into the lead, but still work to do.
Well, I think the cool thing is that they're still battling, and they put themselves at least in a position now to possibly come back and maybe, who knows, win this game. But it's going to be up to their defense. They've got to get the ball back to have a chance.
PHC is good. They still trail, though. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Running with purpose. Moves his way for a first down to the 35.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving.
Positive yards are always important for offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. Important second down play coming up. Running back with the football. They stop him with the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And here's the handoff. Fights through a tackle. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Can they keep this drive going, trying to convert on third down now? Looking to pick up the first down through the air. It's an outbound. The catch made. Tackle made at the 41. That's first down yardage.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Second and long, but you figure they'll run the ball here to work the clock. Takes the handoff again. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening that spot. The ball at the 22.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
They're going to run it here. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. When a player is down injured after that last play, we'll take a timeout while they check him out. Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? On third and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
Boy, Chris, you cannot overstate how big of a conversion this was to be able to pick this up on the ground. Yeah, the offense still has the lead, but you can just feel the defense having all the momentum with the points they've been able to compile. And that run right there picks up a first down and can kind of settle things down a bit.
They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Takes the handoff on the counter play. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, they get stopped here on 2nd down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
3rd and goal. Try to make it on the ground. Touchdown, Tigers. This offense really clicking.
How about that, Chris? These guys are just trying to work the clock. He springs free and scores on the last play of the game.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.